blackberries is wherever you plant it, the way that they repollinate themselves is they send these shoots. So this is essentially a shoot. So this will shoot a whole row down here, and it'll shoot a whole row down this way. So here's like one of the new ones. So wherever you plant one, realize it's going to go the whole way.
Okay.
Which is what I want. I want it to wrap this whole
So it's good to have the chickens out only part-time.
Yeah. These are blueberries. And these actually used to be up where the kiwis are, but the kiwis started taking over and pretty much killing them out.
Yeah.
So one thing I've never done this year, it's a yellow raspberry. They bloom in autumn, but essentially, that's the right you can probably show it is.
Oh, there it is. All right.
But so essentially it's like a red raspberry, but they're yellow, and it's autumn time. Yeah, but you can already tell the new growth on here, and how that even looks like a flower.
Yep.
So possibly you would get something there this year.
Right.
But here you can see new growth, the new growth. And what's odd about this is you can see the new growth on here. The soils for these two are complete opposite. They say don't plant these two next to each other because one needs more acidic soil, I think these, and one needs less. Yeah. So this is 30 pounds of grapes. And what you can do, you can buy them either straight up on the bush, or there's a machine that like jumbles them and kind of separates them for you. But then you'll put them in a bucket and essentially with your hands go through and take out the stems. Definitely wear gloves because it will stain your hands. And then you'll put it, essentially pour all that into this bag right here. So this bag when I started was like this big. And then essentially what that's doing is holding like the bigger clumps. Because once the next step happens, the less clumps and junk that's in the juice, the better you'll be. So this is sitting for...
That could have escalated quickly.
I'm glad it wasn't anything sharp. This is sat for 5 days. And essentially what you're watching is this bubble. So as you mix it up, how much like bubble foam action you're getting here. That's the yeast eating the sugar, which is producing your alcohol. So what I'll do next is I'll take this bag and then strain it and then leave it hanging for a couple days so that way all the juice from the bag comes into my bucket. And I'll know this is ready once all this foam or all this bubbling stops. That's when you know the yeast has pretty much done its thing.
Wow.
And then you gotta stir this at least once a day for 10 days.
And you said you're on day 3?
No, I'm on day 8 now. I started last Monday.
Because I can smell the alcohol already.
Well, and the funny thing is, too, so the deal with the homemade wine is you actually can control your alcohol content. So, like, you taste this throughout, and it's starting to taste, but if you wanted a stronger content, you add another round of sugar.
Oh,
so, like, what's in there is 2 cups of sugar that you boil down, and then you have to drop it under 108 degrees, otherwise you're going to kill your yeast. But then you pour that into the juice, and then the yeast eats the sugar, and that's what you're getting your alcohol from.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the first time that we've ever done it from the complete start. The crappiest handle of booze, so whiskey, the handle was like $8.99. So you put in 2 cups of water, or 2 pints of berries. Essentially it's 2, 2, and 2. So you can do 2 cups of berries, 2 cups of sugar, and then you let this sit for 90 days. And essentially what it does is it's flavoring that liquor. And this is the opposite effect of the wine. The sugar in here is actually cutting the alcohol. Whereas in the wine, the sugar produces the alcohol.
And that's going to make... What is this making?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Just makes it taste like where you can sip it easily, and it's not... You're just making it cheap whiskey, nice whiskey.
Wow.
And you can use different fruits. You can use blackberries. Normally what's in here is blackberries. You can use peaches. You can
what are those, blueberries?
Yeah. One I wanted to do was like a Granny Smith apple. Essentially you want to sit this in a dark spot, and the warmer the better. I just use this because it's out of the way.
Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you were able to learn a few things like I did. If you weren't able to catch parts 1 and 2, go ahead and click here on the left. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do by clicking here on the right. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.